हेलो दोस्तों, आपका हमारे चैनल में स्वागत है। आज हम बात करेंगे कुछ ऐसे फैक्ट्स के बारे में जिन्हें आप कुछ जानते भी हैं और कुछ लोग नहीं जानते हैं। तो चलिए आज हम जान लेते हैं 5G और 4G से रिलेटेड कुछ ऐसे फैक्ट्स जो आप नहीं जानते। ठीक है, तो वीडियो स्टार्ट करने से पहले अगर आप हमारे चैनल पर नए हैं तो प्लीज़ इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा और पास में बेल आइकन पर क्लिक जरूर करें, जिससे हमारी 5G 4G 3G वोल्टी और 2G से रिलेटेड वीडियोस के नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिल सके। तो सबसे पहला हमारा पॉइंट है 5G uplink or downlink decoupling. Okay, when uplink and downlink decoupling is enabled in NSA, that is non-standalone networking, to enable TDM terminals to obtain more 5G resources to achieve better spectral efficiency. Okay, TDD pattern of NR to LT is selected to be 9:1. Okay, हमारा सेकंड पॉइंट है इन अपलिंग एंड डाउनलिंग डीकपलिंग, uplink COMP on supplementary uplink helps reduce negative effects brought by inaccurate alignment of supplementary and C-band antenna azimuth during engineering. Okay, हमारा थर्ड पॉइंट है 5G control plane latency is 10 millisecond. 5G user plane latency for EMBB is 4 millisecond, and 5G user plane URLLC latency is 0.4 millisecond. Okay, next point. Do you know the mobility of 5G is 500 km per hour? Okay, next point. Beamforming is a function that waits the signal to be transmitted, generating narrow beams towards UE. Okay, 6 point है 3D beamforming improves both user experience and 5G coverage, enabling the G-Node B to horizontally and vertically adjust broadcast beams, enhancing mainly vertical coverage. Okay, next point. Do you know the key differentiator between 5G slicing and 4G QoS is that it provides a holistic end-to-end virtual network for a given tenant. Okay, with the ability to discriminate and differentially treat the same type of traffic. Next point, do you know 5G beamforming is easier to be done with TDD than FTD? In TDD, which uses the same frequency for both downlink and uplink, and where the uplink channel quality information can be used for both the downlink as well. Okay, next point is, do you know what is PTRS in 5G? Okay, PTRS is phase tracking reference signals sent in downlink direction to allow the UE to estimate and subsequently compensate for both phase noise and frequency offset in 5G. Our 10th point is, do you know who founded Oran Alliance? The Oran Alliance, co-founded by AT&T, China Mobile, Duke Telecom, NTT Docomo, Telecoms okay, and Orange in February 2018. Our next point is, what is Oran Alliance? Oran Alliance है क्या? Oran Alliance is a worldwide community of mobile network operators, vendors, and research and academic institution operating in the radio access. Okay, net radio access network. Radio access network industry towards open, intelligent, virtualized, and fully interoperable RAN. Our next point is, do you know what is the function of 5G NRF1 interface? Okay, it defines interconnection of a G-Node B centralized unit and G-Node B distributed unit supplied by different manufacturers. Okay, our next point is, do you know what is the SDAP in 5G NR? SDAP is a new protocol layer to handle adaptation of 5G core flow based quality of service framework for NR and LTE. SDAP layer messages the mapping of quality of service flows to DRBs. Okay. Our next point is, do you know TAU, tracking area update, is initiated by, that is MME. Okay, next point is, what are the component of TAI? Here you can see the component is MNC, TAC and MCC. MNC mobile network code, MCC mobile country code. Do you know how many bits the MIB can carry? MIB can carry 24 bits. Next point is, do you know 5G NR MIB transmitted on which channel? Okay, MIB is transmitted over BCH transport channel and PBCH physical channel. Okay, our next point is, do you know what is CUPS in 5G NR? CUPS is control and user plane separation, means it simply to separate the user plane and the control plane, so each one is served by a separate entity. For example, in 5G user plane function are done using UPF, while the 5G control plane has some other entities, and each entity is responsible for a certain function such as SMF, that is session management function, which allocates the IP address for UEs, and AMF, that is access and mobility management function, which handles UE mobility in idle state. Okay, our next point is, do you know how many PCIs available in the system in 5G NR? That is 1008, 02107, 1007. Okay, our next point is, do you know that 5G massive MIMO can generate both static and dynamic beams? Static broadcast beams are used in SS blocks, CSIRS, and cell level data in PDCCH, while dynamic beams are used for UE data in the PDSCH. Okay. Our next point is, do you know that 4G is using LTE OFDM while 5G is using filtered OFDM, that is FOFDM? Consequently, 5G is able to provide a smaller guard band and has more available resource blocks than LTE, given the same spectrum bandwidth. Okay. Our next point is, do you know that what is gap measurement in LTE? UE may require measurement gaps to identify and measure interfrequency and or inter-rate cells. Okay. Our next point is, do you know SIMO? SIMO, that is single user MIMO, increase user peak throughput. Okay, SIMO is used for increase user peak throughput. Our next point is, do you know massive MIMO or multi-user MIMO increase cell capacity? ओके, तो आज हमारी वीडियो में इतना ही। अगर ये वीडियो आपको अच्छी लगी हो तो प्लीज़ इसे शेयर करना ना भूलें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर करें। धन्यवाद।